Hi, y'all. Tonya Byrd here, and I wanted to share a wonderful class that I got to take in person here in Atlanta with Jason Abrams called uh, Call the Play and Win the Day. And there was a lot that he went over, so I'm not going to go over every single thing that he said, but I wanted to extract what he said about AI so that I could pass the information on to you. So let me share my screen, kind of go over a summary of my notes. Let's get started. Okay, so here's what Jason said about AI reshaping everything. 82% of buyers are already using AI, and that is simply not going to go away. ChatGPT recently laid off a lot of its own engineers. We haven't really heard about that in the news, but they taught it how to code, and so and now they're no longer needed. So that's how fast AI has evolved. The creators of AI believe that 4.6 billion people will eventually pay $20 a month for the premium version of whichever AI you choose to get. Uh, they think that this is going to be very profitable for them and going to make them rich, essentially. AI, he said, already knows who you are. He said since you got on the internet from 1990, that you've been leaving IP addresses and profiles and a digital footprint. So it already knows who you are and has a profile of you. So you might as well just lean into it rather than resisting it because it's not going to go away. Also, the AI wants you to like it. It wants you to like it mainly because of these creators up here. It's a money-making machine, right? So it wants you to like it. So keep that in mind as you interact with it. Uh, Challenge it sometimes, maybe, since it's constantly wanting you to like it. So it might feed you an answer you want to hear, and forcing it to uh, be honest with you or tell it to be honest with you that it's not going to hurt your feelings can be helpful. He says to go pick your large language model. Each model has its own use, so go out and research what its different strengths are. He does believe that ChatGPT and the Gemini are going to win this kind of AI race. He used Bing as an example. So, I mean, there's been a lot of search engines over the years. I mean, there was Netscape back in the day, and there was even Ask Jeeves. Bing. Hardly anybody uses any other search engine other than Google, and you could see over time how the search engines, how Google won the race. So he believes that Gemini and ChatGPT are going to win the race, and the others will probably get absorbed or bought out from these companies. AI thinks in patterns. So it's going to look at your questions and look for patterns in your questions. It's going to look for patterns in online data, and it's going to look for patterns in your responses. So the more consistent you are, the smarter it's going to become. But because it's looking in patterns, it might feed you up one of those patterns. Again, you go back up here, it wants you to like it. So you may have to challenge this pattern thing. So, in order for you as a person to build digital trust with AI, because it wants to trust you, and there's a way for you to go out on the internet and create trust. He says NAP, NAP, which stands for your name, your address, and your phone number. It absolutely needs to be identical everywhere online. And that your address should be your business address and not your home because it shows legitimacy. It shows that you're in business, and that you got to stick to one phone number across all platforms. You can't have a Google phone number over here and your other phone number over there. he said to go out and claim and verify every profile on Google, Zillow, LinkedIn, Facebook. I would even say on homes.com and realtor.com because you can get free profiles there. And make sure your name, address, and phone number are consistent across the board. You may want to go out and do a just a little digital audit on your profiles to see if everything's consistent. Now, when he was talking about photos, he said that AI can do facial recognition, and he said some states doesn't allow it to because privacy protection for children. But it is looking at things on the background and it wants to see your face. It wants to recognize who you are as a person. So don't use your logo in any of the profile pictures. I'm personally going to have to take one of my logos out of one of my YouTube channels and put my face on there. And that's probably about the only place that I have my logo. Maybe on that silly Align referral thing that I joined because everybody joins it. That might have my logo and I might have to put my face on it. But otherwise, I usually have my face and my husband and I, my face like on our business profile and some of our YouTube channels. But AI should know we're a husband and wife team. I say it everywhere. So here's what AI reads and kind of like what it ignores. AI does not care about the font size, your logo size, like scrolling effects, whether or not your font's bolded or large or scrolling, doesn't matter. It only cares about the content and the expertise on your website. So avoid sensational claims like no one knows this city better, or I'm the number one real estate agent in my city, because it's going to go, show me the evidence. Show me where you are the one who knows this city the best, and show me where you're the number one agent. So how you can do that is you can say things like, I've lived here for 10 years and I'm in the top 20% in my office. And then, of course, client reviews will help solidify your proof, your data, the proof that you are a good agent. So digging into those client reviews, he said testimonials are data points, but you got to be careful about how you're going to take these data points in. Google reviews are powerful, trusted signals for AI, and you want to take what somebody says on your Google review and put it on your website. He said, do not flood the reviews all at once. He's like, do not do a review contest where you're going to give away a prize if everybody goes all out at once to do a review, because AI will think you're trying to like do something on the sneaky on the side to try to look good. It wants to see steady activity. So, says like a review a week would be steady activity. And even if you don't have a closing a week, he said you can get your vendors to review you. And in doing so, he's like, AI doesn't know the people per se. So you could get vendors versus clients to give you different reviews. He encourages to use the word comfortable because clients, buyers, and sellers, that was the number one word that made them feel good about buying real estate. And he said there's 4 ways that you can signal this comfort word. Be authentic. Show up as you. If you're doing a video and you flub up, leave it in the video. It shows that you're authentic and that you're a human. And if you were doing it in real time, you would correct yourself anyways. And nobody would think a difference of it. So maybe you don't take out every single little mistake in your videos. they want to see competency. So they want to make sure that you are going to be able to do the job, that you have expertise in real estate. The transparency piece is that they want to know what is the process that you're going to get them there? Like, what's the goal? Like, you're going to have a relationship with them, helping them buy and sell. So, what's the goal? What is your process, either through the buyer or the seller process, that's going to get them there? And what are the end results going to be? And finally, they want to see accountability. They want to see that what you say you're going to do, that you actually do. This is a side note from Tonya, not Jason, but it got me to really thinking, what if we could use the word comfortable in our videos? So, like when we're talking to somebody and we're saying that uh, we're helping them downsize or whatever, maybe in our video we can say that we help people downsize and that we have a wonderful process to get them from point A to point B because we want to make the process as comfortable as possible. See where I'm going with this? I think you could take that word and not only have it in your testimonials, but maybe use that word in your videos. So again, just to reiterate, show the authentic you in videos. Like I said before, if you flub up a line, correct yourself, don't over edit. People and AI trust human moments. And he said, out of interviewing all the agents, I think they surveyed them and asked them what was their number one barrier from doing video. And the number one barrier is they did not like how they looked on video. And he's like, I hate to tell you, but that's how you look. And it's true. Whether I'm sitting here looking in this camera talking to you or whether or not we're face to face, this face right here looks the same. So that's where you kind of got to get over this face because, like, if you were thinking in the back of your mind every time you went and talked to somebody about what your face looked like, then you probably wouldn't go talk to anybody and get anything done. So get over that part about looking goofy or how you don't like how you look on video. Get over it and move on because doing this video stuff is going to absolutely bring authenticity to AI, and AI is going to look at that as building trust on the internet so it can trust you. Okay, so now AI values your ideas. He said a couple of months back, and this is how fast AI moves, that it really liked to see its own writing on the internet. But now it's kind of flipped that script and it wants to see what your ideas are. So don't use recycled writing. That disappoints me. That disappoints me because I like for it to create me the caption so I don't have to think about the caption because I can be a little bit too wordy and I want it to be concise. So I'm going to have to get back to writing. He said, here's a good way to do this. So start writing short, authentic answers on your website. He said, go to AI and ask it, what are the 50 most common buyer and then what are the 50 most common seller questions? And then in your own words, answer in 2 to 3 sentences or less. And then you take what you wrote on your website and you turn them into quick organic videos where you could post them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So videos are top trust signals. That's why we all need to get over ourselves and do them. And all of the machines out there, all the AI machines can tell when it's you who did those videos, when it's you who wrote that script versus when they do it. He talked a little bit about search. There's not going to be really this click. There's the authentic me. There's no longer this less pay per click thing anymore. So Google's going to have to figure out a way to get another income stream. Because the way it used to work is you would Google something and it would come up with all the ads. AI doesn't like that. It wants to find the most factual, high valued answer over the ads that are presented. And so that's going to be going away. And Google, I'm certain that they will figure out how to figure out new ways to monetize as this shift deepens because they will run out of money from the Google ads. I'm not worried about Google. Just know that when you start to search, you're already seeing the AI interact with you. So even if you think I'm not going to use AI, you can't even do a Google search anymore without using it. Okay, so this class had lots of little tidbits in it beyond the AI. And if this class comes to your region or you see that Jason's coming to teach it, I highly recommend going to it. He did a little survey, or not survey, a little summary over kind of like what's happening in the market. He went over uh, ideas and things that you can do with your sphere of influence, events, and things like that. He went over how to cut expenses. So this class has a lot of good gems. I primarily wanted to focus on AI because I feel like it's ever changing and we got to keep on top of it. Here's what his action steps were. First of all, I took this class on October the 17th, 2025. So that was yesterday. He said yesterday, because I'm recording this on the 16th. He said, log into Command, go to Connect, and search for the AI playbook. This update should happen in the next 10 days. So by the end of this month, we should have updates on all of the AI playbook out there and connect those of us who are with Keller Williams to go and see the updates. Now, at the end of the class, this is what he said. He said, we go to all these classes and he's like, family reunion, mega camp, you get all these ideas and you're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. He said, pick one or two things from what you took down today. Now, I took three from it. I said I wanted to go out and do a little AI audit on all my profiles for that NAP thing, right? To make sure my name, address, and phone number was all in the same area. And I put down social media because I myself, even though I do a lot of YouTube, really need to lean into the Instagram thing. And then I put an idea about doing more print materials towards your sphere of influence, more print material, items of value, quality, items of value of what they want to see. Then he said, and I picked three, and he's like, I even argue three in there. Then he said, choose one and set a date and implement it. So I personally chose social media because I think out of all three of those, that is the most important for me and my business. And I set a date for October the 20th. Maybe y'all can hold me accountable. I don't know. Check back in with me. Ask me if I'm doing it next week. And he said, here's the thing. When you take these classes, oh, before I get into this thing, he said, if you could only implement one, like you didn't have a choice to do three, you could only do one, what would it be? And it was still social media for me. But what he said was when we take these classes, if we narrow it down to one thing, and there's a book written around that, the one thing. If you haven't read it, I recommend you go read it. Very good book, very good life book. Anyways, you take that one thing and improve that in your business. And it's just that little percent in your business that when you move on into the future, that your business and your life has become better. It's way easier to implement one thing to make things better in the future than being distracted by 3, 5 wonderful ideas. So I thought that was a great piece of advice. I don't know about you, but I sometimes can be like, squirrel, 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 great idea, squirrel, squirrel, and then lose track and never get anything implemented. So I hope you like this little AI update that I shared. Again, like I said, if the class comes to your town, sign up for it. It's worth every penny. I think I paid $55 and I got lunch. I mean, it was not astronomical. Anyways, I will see you guys next month, hopefully with another AI tip or some kind of tool you can implement in your business. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.